Ahoy there. Spring was here a month ago, but guess what? Everything was buried in snow, right? Hope you guys saw that video. We're here a month later. It's still spring, but maybe. Another great flight. Tell you what, I love flying back and forth. I sure don't like getting up at 4:30 in the morning. Kind of fun to come back and see the Jeep, and there's no snow here this time. Check it out. Almost looks strange not having a bunch of snow around it. All right. I think this baby always starts. Oh yeah, baby. Oh boy, I gotta tell you, things are kind of sloppy around here, and the bus is looking weathered. Oh, it's got run lines everywhere. It looks terrible, but it survived. But wow, what a mess. We got a lot of cleaning to do. See how things held up on the inside. Ooh.
Our damp red bag is working well.
Yep.
Working hard.
All right, so I don't know how interesting any of this is going to be, but basically now what we have to do is we have to do the spring, go through everything and, make sure all our fluids are good. Antifreeze, oil, warm it up in transmission fluid, make sure the batteries have a charge, that kind of stuff. Well, according to the Renogy, looks like the solar panels are doing great. 13.7 volts. Yeah, I'm happy. We're getting it ready for springtime. I like to do things in a circle. So I've already done one walk around where I checked all the tires. Visually, the tires look okay. Now they've definitely gotten some sun because we didn't get them covered, because when we came back to cover it, they were a couple feet deep in snow. I'm gonna start with these batteries because the solar has been charging it all winter. I wanna make sure that we have water in it. We got some corrosion, that's for sure. Lots of corrosion. We're gonna need some baking soda. Oh, we got a loose cable. Okay, we gotta fix that. These are 6-volt batteries hooked up both in series and parallel so that they form 12 volts. Now, I'm gonna blow off all this corrosion here and take a look and see how we're doing for water.
The sun is like reflecting in my sunglasses and directly into my eye.
Okay, we're a little low. We have enough to run, but we definitely are gonna need some more water. It's acceptable where it is, but not great. Yeah, that's no good. Okay, now when you're using a metal wrench like this, you really got to be careful because we got positive and negative wires everywhere. And I really want to make sure I don't arc these or I'm going to have a very unpleasant experience. I also want to make sure that I don't touch the chassis because same thing, that could get ugly. I'm going to check them all while I'm in here. It's actually kind of scary doing this. Interesting how they're all a little bit loose. Not sure what's going on there. Could they be loose just from charging? All right, next I'm going to check the antifreeze, and it's school bus style, where it's up here in the front. Oh, that's what I like to see, antifreeze. Now I do have a small crack right here, so I have some soldering to do, but not today. There we go. All right, now I'm going to check the battery, because we have batteries on both sides. Now these stay tight on this side, and there's not nearly as much corrosion over here. They're still very low. Clean these up. All right. Okay, so I've checked the batteries. The batteries are good enough. They definitely need more water. The antifreeze is good, so now we're gonna go inside the bus, see if we can't light this baby off. Okay, I'm going through turning on power. I'm gonna take these wrenches out of my pocket. Next one is behind here for the electronics. Okay. This is our placard for going across Canada. It's got all kinds of the dimensions that we need to remember, but when you're one block from a bridge that's 11 feet, 6 inches, or, like 10.4 meters, and you're going 100 kilometers per hour and you're trying to do the math, let's see, my bus is 11.5 feet tall, 1.3, carry the 2. Yeah, and then meantime, you're counting your air conditioners. So, we're going to do a future video on how that works. Check the oil. So to check the oil on this bus, the transmission's right here, which I can't really check until it runs. Dipstick for the engine itself is down here. Now you don't really have to wipe it down when something's been sitting for this long. It looks like we're right in the full zone. Perfect. But look how clean that oil still is. I mean, I'm going to have to change it, but I'm changing it only on time. I don't know. We can look at the book and see when I changed it. We're never changing based on mileage.
If we did that, we'd have to change it every week.
Well, no, because we never put any miles on it.
Oh.
Here, you want to zoom way in here? To put in this dipstick, I got this buckle right here. And what you do is you unscrew it or tighten it. I felt bad because I was talking to Mark from KYD and he was having trouble getting his dipstick out. And I said, well, you just turn the top. Thing was, he had a different kind of dipstick. He had one that was more like this. My bad, Mark. Sorry. What I'll do is I'll tighten it and then I'll pull it like this just to make sure it's going to stay there. Feels like it is. I'm going to go ahead and light it off. Okay, so besides looking at my tachometer, first thing I'm looking at is my oil pressure, because if you don't have oil pressure, it's a good time to shut it off. We're sitting at about just under 100 psi, so that's pretty darn good for this old cat. And our air pressures are already starting to come up. We're already at 25 psi on both tanks. So now we wait. So one little maintenance item we got to take care of is those air tanks. Going through the air system, got to figure out what needs to be done and, well, see if there's any moisture in the tanks. Let's check them out. All right, so the forward tank, I've already opened the door here. So here's one of the pull cables for the air tank that's back there. So I'm just gonna give it a little pull and see if any water comes out. That's a good sign. My dryer must be working. So now I gotta figure out where the other one is. Well, it took a little bit, but I found the other one. So here's the generator, and the relay for the other tank is right under here. All right, can I be lucky twice? Let's see. Yes. And most importantly, it actually closed. Yes. Well, as always, thanks for coming. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. We have a big surprise for something we discovered on the mainland next week. Stay tuned.